when it comes to B2B relationship classic marketing, the attribution engines are in your favor. The attribution game to some degree is easier because again you're monitoring influenced as opposed to sourced, and that does make a huge difference. Like in B2C, how do you figure out how somebody came to your website, transacted and bought the actual product? It's very easy figuring out how somebody came to your website. That can be linked very easily and very attributable. But their sentiment around buying your product and the reason and the genesis behind why they went from awareness to consideration to relevance to purchase is very difficult in the B2C side. Because in the B2B space, you cut it off at influence, it becomes easier because technologies now are much more sophisticated. So you can attribute whether traffic is coming from a social handle or a different website or an ad you placed or things like that. So to some degree, I do believe when it comes to B2B relationship classic marketing, the attribution engines are in your favor and they work a little easier than a highly transactional space where it's difficult to attribute every element that ultimately led to the purchase. Look at ad spend of B2B companies and you'll quickly realize their classic television advertising spend is a lot lower because they tend not to have as large budgets. So they find different ways to engage and target audiences than broadcast television. And I still think today B2C is incredibly reliant for awareness and action on traditional broadcast television advertising. And I think there are more efficient ways to get to that audience and get them to act.